Aquarius, there's love energy, there's the freeing of the mind, which is great for Aquarius. There's endings right into rebirths of fresh new stuff. There's callings. There's really a lot of positive stuff in this reading. And I'm really excited for you. So stay tuned. We're going to talk all about it. As we take 30 seconds to forward through the shuffle and the card layout, I wanted to tell you about the December Astrology video. To navigate these energies more successfully makes life a little bit easier. So the topics covered in the video are the Mercury retrograde through the holidays, the inspiring new moon in Sagittarius, the winter solstice and the epiphany of the Mercury cazimi that's going to happen, and so many more topics of the plays of the planets that's going to be very helpful for you to know. So check out the link below in this video in the below description to hook up to it. Hope you check it out. Cheers! Hey Aquarius, so you have an interesting reading. The level of energies that's coming through for Aquarius has a few things going on. One in the middle section here. Ooh. In the middle section here, it's talking a lot about you as an Aquarian have actually a window of opportunity that if you are in a relationship or are dating, for you guys, this time period is actually a good time period for expressing your love and emotions. And that's not necessarily normally kind of a thing that Aquarius is like big on, but it's right now it's like a window of opportunity that if you are in a relationship or you're dating someone, that expressing yourself, you might feel like it with that person more so, and you can have levels of victory within that. But the other aspect of it is there's, and it does say over here that if you don't have someone that you're involved with, because this window is there of relationship harmonious feelings, because that's in the air for Aquarius, if you're not in a relationship, you will be thinking about a lost Tinkerbell, her tail's over it. You will be thinking about a lost relationship, a lost love, right? And that's because you can feel it in the air, and you can feel the comfort, and you can feel kind of this pulling towards union and companionship, and right? And then if it's not there, you'll be longing for a lost love more than longing for someone towards the future. That's what the cards are saying, the disposition. But it's definitely a window of opportunity for like relationship comforts and wanting that and feeling that and being harmonious for Aquarius. It's fascinating. So then with the surrounding energies, you guys, now Aquarians are normally quite heady in their minds a lot. And so the one thing it's talking about, you've got a lot of swords here surrounding you. And it's definitely you've got a double 8 of swords, both reversed, which is talking about releasing your mind, allowing you to release of the things you thought bound you. Okay, certain belief systems from the past. It's almost like you're coming to these epiphanies. Like, yeah, I used to really think that way. And it wasn't really true. And it's so funny because Aquarians can be very solid and very set on certain beliefs. They're big thinkers. And sometimes once they have a belief, they really think that they're very correct in that. And some of that can bind you in a sort of belief. It's in anything that bound you and you didn't even realize that it was, your belief of that is going to become apparent, and you're going to be able to release it, and it's not going to bind you or restrict you or have that. Also, people that have had this feeling that they were abandoned, that's also a mind thing. And they're going to release of that too, because no one can really abandon you. I always say, unless they're going to take you out somewhere in the middle of a desert and drop you off and then drive away or something. That's true abandonment. You know what I'm saying? But in a sense, though, like, the level of abandonment is really something that, like, really sticks in the mind. And you've got a double Eight of Swords that really is letting go. Okay, this one is really, really letting go for you. So this person, you can see how she's bound, and it's her mind with the swords and everything out. She's out, and she's got water underneath her feet. So it's, you know, the feminine, it's the unconscious and everything like that. But these are really loose. I mean, this is, she could release of it herself anytime. It's all pretty more so in her head of what she thinks she's bound by. And so you've got a double reversal of this, covering your top and below, your baseline and your future. So it's kind of sandwiching you now, like the release of that. I should go back here where I was talking to you right here, but I wasn't there. You were just in the big screen. So also too, there is a discernment here from your past as part of your destiny, and you're right on track with your discernment of what to leave with old mindsets, new directions, new stuff. You're seeing things differently, but a lot of times when an Aquarian sees things differently, he or she is thinking things differently. There's other signs that are more feeling signs, and then other signs that are more tactile and need to be part of, like, the wands and the acts of doing something, you know, like. But Aquarians vary in their mind and thinking. When they see something, it's because they're thinking it. So you got a lot of mind movement. So you've got the supportive energy of coupling, right? And willingness and openness to give of the loving energy. It's opening you up in your mindset of things that you were bound. You're becoming much more adventuresome because of that. It's also down here in your attitude. It's embracing. This is a Death card down here. Now here's what's really great about that. With the Ace of Swords next to it, it's embracing the positiveness of when one thing ends, a death ends, there's a rebirth. It's immediate understanding into the rebirth of something positive that comes from the natural ending. The Death card is a natural ending of something, and then the rebirth and the positive part of it. Almost like even at times when forests or something burns down, and then all of that becomes like fertilizer, and then the sprouts that are coming up and the new life, and it's going right into that. It's coming into a sprout, coming right back up, and really being able to see the new life. You know, they said with some areas of forest, when certain things like burnt down or whatever, there were certain plants that they thought were extinct in that area that all of a sudden came up. And it's just miraculous things that can happen with certain types of deaths to rebirths. Anyway, so it's a positive. It's a very positive thing within your attitude of you seeing this. I mean, it's a level of, you know, you setting your mind free, and all of it together, but it's talking about that happening. Now, one thing in the future that's kind of funny is it's talking about there's someone either within your relationship or you that is not feeling like they want to go socialize, but it's saying that just go anyway. It's a really good idea. This person oh gosh, I don't want to say they're stingy, but they're just like, I'm good here. I just want to stay here. I don't need to go anywhere or whatever. But the cards are telling you, look, just go. Just go if you get from some social events and show up and everything, and you'll be happy that you actually left. But, you know, sometimes when Aquarius feels, you know, comfortable at home, it's like, I don't need anything else. I don't need to go out. But do go. Do go. It does say, though, that it's giving a slight warning with the chariot turned upside down. It's actually saying, sometimes literal, like a chariot, like the chariot that takes you somewhere. This one is actually saying within your mind, thinking about a lot of stuff, to be careful of when you're on the road and be paying attention. Be paying attention while you're driving. Okay, your mind might be somewhere else, but the roads and everything that are going, everybody's doing right now, and also with the Mercury in retrograde and people's minds and communication are everywhere else. Everywhere else but where they're really supposed to be connecting to. And because of that, there's going to be, sometimes a little bit more accidents and stuff that's not connecting and everything. So it's actually saying, pay attention. Don't be in your emotions. Don't be in your head. When you're out, really pay attention to when you're traveling, when you're going from A to B, or even who you're with. Watch who you're with, who's taking you as a chariot to somewhere, whether it be you or the other person. Just something to consider. Okay, going in, it's also talking about, being able to go into a dreamy state, and think about how you want things to move forward in your life, and being open to the Sagittarian energy was inspiring, and youthfulness and hope and new things. Because also way in your future line, we have the Page of Pentacles and we have the Judgment card, and they're both reversed. So it's really interesting. It's suggesting that in your future line, that don't resist trying new, fresh things to manifest. And the judgment that you in your own mind, or you were thinking others would do, is not the case. It may be a calling. The calling, the Judgment card, can also be a calling that comes in for try this. And when it's the Page of Pentacles, it can become, well, some pages can be messengers, but this is more so coming through, like, let the judgment go and try something fresh and new into levels of things that you want to manifest. Whether it be learning something new, trying something new, all in the creation of making something. Making something come into manifestation, which is the Pentacles. So that, the coupling of the Eight of Swords, the meditation, and the really thinking about all of that, and really, really having epiphanies. So funny, saying that you can say I was wrong. There's Aquarians, and that's not always easy for an Aquarian to do and realize. But once they do realize that they were wrong on a few things, but they're unbound. I think even sometimes too, if someone was feeling kind of prejudiced or negative about something, they kind of realize, I was kind of wrong about that. It's really freeing. It's unbinding you from those belief systems. So that's like really good opportunities here for Aquarius energy. Really great. So just give me a second. I'll come right back with the wrap up. Just a quick reminder to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. This will give you a feel for which energetic you're possibly experiencing right now. And if you would like a detailed personal reading, you can book a reading at ctgtarot.com. And thank you for subscribing and clicking the like button. The kitties and I are very grateful. Aquarius, we are liking this wrap up. So if you're in a relationship or you're dating, it's a good opportunity for Aquarians to express themselves in love. You have more opportunity to be successful and enjoy yourself in that. Because normally you're a more heady person, but here's what's really interesting. You're still going to be in your head a lot, but you're going to be releasing of old patterns of belief. You're going to unbound yourself, not be bound, unbind, with old belief systems that were just holding you back. Letting go of that's part of your destiny. It's a big part of right now. You're going to be able to say, I was wrong about that. You see a new perspective. Your mind's open to things that you weren't really open before. You just didn't see other perspectives, and now you have more understanding. You weren't open to it before, but you're more open to it now. Don't know why, but you are. So it's making you more adventuresome. Although it does say that there's an aspect to one of you, and if you're not in a relationship, because there's the energies of being open to be loving and everything like that. If you're not in a relationship, you're going to think of a lost love and kind of reminisce about it. But going into the future, if you are invited to parties, go. You're not going to feel like it. You're going to be like, nah, I'm cool. No, go. Just go. This is what it's basically saying. Careful when you're driving. Paying attention. Don't be emotionally looking someplace else or thinking someplace else. Pay attention right now with literally the chariot, because you could have some problems if you're not paying attention. It may not even be your fault, maybe somebody else's fault, but they call that defensive driving. So just pay attention right now. The Sagittarian fantasy land with your mind is great, and your emotions and everything. Stir that up, make it happen. Be open to new expressions of learning and approaches of things that you want to try with your Page of Pentacles. Just something fresh and new, and don't have judgment on it, because it could be a calling towards, listen to that and go for it. It's very fresh, a very fresh reading, because also down at the bottom it does talk about your willingness to see things that were, death means like a natural ending. You're able to see that and really go into the benefit of the rebirth of something else, because one thing ended, another thing is born. And this is just a really good epiphany time for you. I love it. So have a good one. Enjoy it, Aquarius. This is like good stuff. You're like, aha. All right. Have a good holiday season, and we'll talk soon. All right. Mush, mush.